But it's going to be like UFC fights. Like the main event's not going to be for like 5 more hours, and we're just going to be sitting here waiting.
Yeah. Good thing I like prelims.
Yeah, hopefully we got some good prelims today in the FDA, U.S. Food and Drug Administration meeting.
Yeah. Like I said in the chat, I feel like regardless, even though this isn't about Kratom, and the video that I sent last night was from a guy that was probably pro Kratom talking about getting rid of 7-0, like it's still going to draw more of a microscope under or over Kratom. Still going to get more attention. Rehabs are still filling up with Kratom just as much as 7-0H.
I was muted the whole time I was trying to talk. So the YouTube link, it's already started. The representatives are walking into the room on the YouTube link.
Yeah, I have that pulled up right in front of this.
What's the YouTube link?
It's,
Give me a second. I'll drop it if it's not
Oh, wait,
already.
I see it. Never mind.
Yeah, I just dropped it in.
Thanks.
Sweet.
It's actually on the YouTube link. It's already showing the live feed.
Yeah.
They're probably
I have it
not
just pulled
gonna
over
start
Google Meet. I'm
when he actually gets on stage.
I was trying to cast it to my TV, but it wouldn't let me do it.
It's asking me if I want to like share to you guys in the group from YouTube. Should I do that?
I think Desmos
Desmond
got
has
it
it live
here.
right now.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're
I think hers is going to turn on in 1 minute.
Marty's in the chat on the YouTube link.
Marty?
Yep.
How come he didn't jump in here?
He said he's stepping away from the group for a while, but I'm
I
glad
get
he's still being active. And
I had to
not
do that too.
relaxed.
I'm loving seeing all of the There's a Way Out posts.
Please leave ID access and don't forget that You're welcome.
Frida, you okay?
Frida is just like on the edge of her seat right now, bro. I love it. This deserves another cup of coffee.
Who's playing this yacht?
It's the screen share. That's my screen share.
Should be
Commercial
starting,
music.
right?
I got the YouTube link pulled up. They're still just chatting around in the room.
Oh, okay.
I thought they were going to be pretty strict on the schedule. I guess not.
All right. Can you take this work from her, please?
I was just going to watch it on YouTube, but I figured I'd come in to hang out with you guys and watch it.
So you can
Enough to
actually see on the
spoil
YouTube
contract.
link, in the top right corner on the YouTube link, on the TV, that's what Desma's screen is. You notice that? That's what they're going to be streaming. But like I think Liz said, as soon as somebody sets up on the stage, this one will turn on.
Frida looks like she's waiting for her team to score a goal or something.
I can't even see Frida.
It's literally
You guys have seen
we're
her.
waiting
That's
for
like how
our
I
team to
watch
score.
Eagles games, just like Frida is there, like in the, like this, like angst.
Barkley, I need you to move, baby. I can't walk good. You know that.
Pats don't care, Joe. You know that.
I'm actually getting up and walking to make a cup of coffee for this.
Nice.
Full body smells. Oh my god.
I feel like I'm in the elevator.
Let's go. Ban the shit. Fuck it.
Here we go.
This works out good for me because ever since I got on 708, I don't really like the regular Kratom anymore. So if this shit gets banned everywhere, it's just fucking over for me. Fuck it.
Guys,
Yeah,
palms
I'm in
are
the
sweaty.
same boat.
Mom's spaghetti. I'm like freaking out.
Right now.
I actually went straight to 70H, but the fact that I did that, I still wouldn't be able to go back to Kratom. And I've tried Kratom before, and it didn't hit the
I have a weird question.
receptor for me.
Does anybody else have a Keurig?
I do.
I got
Have
one
you
at
ever
work.
used the pods more than once?
No, dude, that's gonna taste like shit.
They said
No, you can double brew it into the same cup. It's not too bad. Like if you want a bigger
Okay,
cup
that's
of
what
coffee,
I only have one pod left. So I'm
I've
just
done
going
that
to double
before.
brew this bitch.
All right, don't listen to me.
yeah, fuck you, Mike. No, I'm just kidding.
I've only got one coffee pod left, man.
Mike,
You
should
need to get
bail
the
on your
coffee pod
haircut.
that you can buy a thing of
I mean,
coffee for.
I used to do the rewash with Kava, so I guess it's the same fucking thing.
Fucking Mike.
Mike, are you gonna blow off your haircut appointment?
No, I'm gonna rely on you guys to take really good notes. I'll be able to stay to like another 15 minutes. I'll put it on in the car. And yeah.
Why don't you put an AirPod in and do it while you're getting your haircut done?
Because my barber talks to me and then he's gonna wonder what the hell I'm listening to. I don't feel like
Yeah,
Just tell him to shut
I
the
have
fuck
the
up.
best barber now. The best barber. He doesn't speak any English, and he's super fast. Because every barber I've ever had in my entire life, it ends up taking 2 hours because they keep stopping mid-haircut to fucking get in front of me
No,
and start
he's
telling
not-
stories.
15 minutes, I'll be done. I'll be in and out of there in 15.
get a pair of clippers and start doing it yourself. Life opens up.
90
Yeah,
Mark, I agree.
I love my
I've
barber
been here
now.
for like 2 years
I was
now.
sick of my hair. I shaved my shit last night.
I just can't give myself a bald fade, so
I don't think it's going off at 10:30, dude. This is fucking bull.
Oh yeah, the coffee is watered
Ball,
down,
ball.
it says.
They're like standing there, like walk up to the podium.
I think I heard there's going to be like a 10-minute delay or some shit because it's playing the federal disputes with fired federal workers or something like that.
what's that? The last part?
They're still.
I think I heard that lady say there's going to be like a 10-minute delay because they wanted to show something about Senator Van Hollen speaking with fired federal workers or something like that.
Okay.
That's what's happening right now. It's this guy talking about fired federal workers.
Fuck this king of RS, dude. I mean, fuck Marcus.
Yeah, I see this, man. We got some pro 708ers in the fucking YouTube chat.
Yeah.
No,
They did not try to call Marty a shill. I'm literally about to start bullying these people.
Yeah, I'm out to start spazzing, bro.
Yeah, I'm starting to do it right now.
Everyone hop in the chat because this is so rude.
Let's do it. I'm fucking in.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
going in
go.
the
And,
chat. We can get as nasty in the YouTube chat as we want.
You guys think the YouTube's going to be more like fast? I should go there instead of the TV?
Well, it's more fun with the chat.
Cometer too. Look at him.
I should be in the chat. Wait, where's this YouTube
I'm
link?
just-
Here it is.
I'm just checking in. Where are we holding? What's going on?
What?
Where are we holding? I thought it was supposed to start. I just came back to look at my phone.
We're watching on the YouTube. Commenting on it.
Marty's
saying as
sitting
far
there
as
messaging.
timing,
Wasn't it supposed to be now?
Jonathan.
Marty just
No,
messaged me.
nothing's
He's like, y'all
happening
need
yet.
to get in the YouTube chat with me. I'm getting roasted by myself.
Fuck, dude. I gotta sign into YouTube. I haven't done it in years.
Hey, me and Robbie are in there.
Yeah, I'm trying
There's
to have his
Jonathan.
back, man.
Somebody get Pierce right now. Get his ass. Not everyone is a full-blown addict. Get fucked.
So I guess I can't see comments when I'm on the YouTube TV. It's the same feed as I have on.
Fucking love Jonathan.
Thanks, bro.
Let's see. Let's see.
Jonathan, that's hilarious. We'll see all you pro 708 folks in a meeting next week.
Yeah, bro.
I'm a good troll.
Only idiots buy it from the gas station. You're right.
I guess I'm a fucking idiot then.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, fuck this Candy Crush guy.
I guess I'm in the wrong chat. I don't see anything about 7. I see the video, but
You must be in the wrong, bro, because I see all your guys' shit.
I gotta click on the. I just Google.
Here, I'll share the other one so you guys can see the chat there too. Hold on. There, I can't maximize it because you won't be able to see the chat, but now you can see everybody standing around looking at the same screen.
James.
So now we're within. Haha.
Let's get them. Fuck these fools.
Fuck these dudes.
Yeah. But we're going to have to be nice to them when we talk to them after they come in the meetings.
I was so wrong. I'm sorry, you guys. And the crazy thing is, I used to be such a pro 7OH and Kratom guy
Bro, me
until
too.
I experienced it for myself.
Yeah, a lot of us were. I don't know if I was ever pro, but I was definitely a user.
I was trying to get everybody on it because I thought it was the most miracle thing. I'm so glad people didn't listen to my dumb ass.
Nobody has the right to meddle with God's plans.
Oh my gosh.
It's really okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. Don't take it out the ground. You know what I mean? Don't use it.
This is how dumb they are. Look what this dude said. Ban Kratom Leaf, not 7OH. 7OH saves lives. Kratom destroys. What the?
Oh my god.
You guys are just trolls.
Are they stupid?
Yeah, they're
Can you
stupid
guys
trolls.
Drop
Oh, they're
the website-
trolling.
drop the
Oh,
website
okay.
in the chat. I think you drop Kratom Code.
Well, keep trolling then. Make Kratom look stupid. I don't give a fuck.
Right?
Mark,
Send
that
it.
has me cracking up. I just love the taste. It's so funny.
I just need it every day.
Hey, let's do that. Let's act like fucking. Oh my god! Please don't take it. I don't know what I'll do. I'll fucking rob gas stations.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
This dude says 7OH
Please
is
don't take it. I have to have it every day, or I throw up for hours, and then I want to. I steal my mom's credit card.
Decima, do you see the one that says it's fighting the opioid crisis? It's the answer to it or something?
No, the fuck it isn't.
I will take it. Thank you.
Because it doesn't cause respiratory depression.
Thank you so much.
Come on, dude.
Thank you. You have a good day.
A bunch of these people are like drug experts, right? All of these people have studied drug psychology, obviously.
See you
They're
soon,
circling
Emma.
the drain, grasping at straws. Their precious drug of choice is about to be taken away. Oh no.
Yeah, they don't know, man. They're in the thick of it. That's what they are.
Some of them,
There's
the
just
ones that
no
are being
way.
real fucking quiet right now, those are the ones that are worried and about to fucking be flooding us. Because there's a lot
Yep.
of people sitting back biting their nails.
This dude's
That are like,
name
yeah.
is Humphrey Dahmer. Humphrey Dahmer.
This Candy Crush dude is pissing me off.
He's telling people to go.
Yeah, the
off
Candy Crush
steroids
guy's
on
going
freedom.
man.
Fucking idiot.
Full-time
He's
troll.
probably a distributor.
Yep, I'm gonna probably miss a lot of this.
Hey, we should drop a website into the chat here. There's
Yeah,
people
that's
saying,
what I said.
well, do you think we'll get a bunch of trolls in here too? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good
But
point.
Decimo
Yeah,
can clear that out.
That's a good point. You might get some trolls in
Decimo will
here.
clear
trying
that
But
to-
shit
like,
out,
I
though.
just see the one guy that's like, oh, I'm powerless over this. I hope it gets banned.
That's
You know?
expensive for.
Oh, yeah, he needs us then.
Yeah.
I told him to
drop
check it.
the
I
link,
told him
but I
to
was
check it
scared.
out.
I mean,
put the
fuck it. I
link.
mean, I don't know. I guess there's no
if
way in
anyone
really
comes
protecting
in,
against that anyway. You just
I'm
boot 'em.
blocking this Candy
Private
Crush
message
dude.
them.
What
I
do you
don't even
think,
want to
Despa?
see it. I don't
I
even want
mean,
to
you
see
could
this
drop
guy.
the website without mentioning the meetings.
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
That way they have
Let them
something.
find it for themselves.
Then they can find the meetings themselves exactly.
He just messaged
Yep.
me
Perfect.
directly saying he plans on quitting this week.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
let him know.
Yeah.
Send him the link.
Yeah, I'll drop him the link.
The
No, he's
website.
not alone. Be like, we got a group of people right now with each other going through this.
Watching this scene.
Yeah. We ain't just a group. We're like a family, it seems like.
I would totally say something like that.
Yeah, I'll he's messaging me directly for some reason, so I'll drop the link.
Oh, awesome.
I mean, she's really wanting to. That's good. He
We
just
could
probably
just
didn't know how to get away.
private message, but I mean, there's a lot of people that aren't messaging
All right,
in the
here they
chat that are
go.
probably
Here they
struggling.
go. Let's mute.
Decima,
mute up.
I am loving seeing your replies to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, I've been having these fucking tired ass arguments for a long time. I'm ready for everyone.
Guys,
Sounds like they're starting.
It's starting.
All right.
People mute.
Mike's off.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't know my mic was still on.
Hello, thank you for being here today. We're looking forward to this press conference. Appreciate all of you being here. I'm honored to introduce to the stage Deputy Secretary Jim O'Neill.
Thank you, Stephanie. HHS is honored to host today our friends in the Department of Justice. We look forward to collaborating with you over the next 4 years to make America healthy again. We're also honored to welcome Senator Mullen, who has been a wonderful friend of this department from the Health Committee. I've had the pleasure of working with many people on the frontier of innovation. Innovation in healthcare, innovation in government, innovation in business, working to make things better. But not all innovation is positive. Dark innovations in chemistry have exacerbated the addiction crisis in this country. Synthetic opioids like carfentanil, and the substance we're here to take action on today, 7-hydroxymetragenine. 7-OH carries a high risk of addiction on purpose. It is a powerful opioid agonist, many times more potent than morphine. We've seen a disturbing rise in reports of overdoses, poisonings, and emergency room visits linked to products containing 7-OH. These substances are often sold online or in convenience stores with no quality control, no dosage control, and no warnings. This is a recipe for public health disaster. Young people, veterans, and people who suffer from chronic pain or addiction are being misled into thinking that these are safe alternatives. They're not. Here at HHS, we're committed to gold standard science, safety, and compassion. We know people are looking for relief, but that relief must be grounded in reality. We owe it to the American people to act decisively, and that's what we're doing today, initiating a process to schedule 7-OH as an illicit substance. To share more, I'd like to welcome to the stage my good friend and colleague, the Commissioner of Food and Drugs, Dr. Marty Makary.
Thank you, Deputy Secretary O'Neill. It's great to be here. 7-OH is not just like an opioid. It does not just have opioid binding properties. 7-OH binds to the mu receptor, which means scientifically, by definition, it is an opioid. And yet it is sold in vape stores, in smoke shops, in convenience stores, and gas stations that are popping up all over the United States, and nobody knows what it is. It is a synthetic concentrated byproduct of kratom. Our focus is not on kratom. Our focus is on 7-OH, which, according to the Journal of Medical Chemistry, is 13 times more potent than morphine. We have a history in public health of being asleep at the wheel. 30 years after cigarettes were widely used, then we started raising public health concerns. After heroin, crack, cocaine, and other street drugs became popular, about 10 years later, the medical establishment and public health community responded. 18 years after the approval of OxyContin by the FDA, we woke up to a terrible crisis that may have killed almost 1 million Americans. And then again, right afterwards, with fentanyl. We have a history of being asleep at the wheel. For the sake of our nation's children, let's not get caught flat-footed again. Public health is supposed to prevent disasters, not just clean them up after they killed thousands and thousands of people. Why do we get caught flat-footed time and time again? In my opinion, it's because of a disconnect between the ivory towers and the streets. Have experts been to the vape stores? It affects what we see in the operating room. I learned from living and working in inner city Baltimore that you have to be proximate to a problem to understand it. We can't just talk about it on panels at medical conferences and in the ivory towers of the medical establishment. I saw on the streets of Baltimore how some of my patients that I would bump into switched from the prescription opioid that I would prescribe to heroin because they couldn't afford the copay. I've been surprised going to these vape stores at what I'm seeing. First of all, roughly 85% of the vape products are illegal vape products. We know that because the FDA publishes a list of legal vape products, and no cutesy, fruity flavor designed to appeal to children or a video game vape product device is legal or approved by the FDA. I've been surprised that the candies and gummies and drinks and ice cream cones, here's one drink with 7-OH in it. There are other products that get added to drinks. Do we understand what 7-OH is at public health scale? Let's not get caught flat-footed again. We're not targeting the kratom leaf or ground up kratom. We are targeting the concentrated synthetic byproduct that is an opioid. The Trump administration is deeply committed to preventing another wave of the opioid epidemic. And this is deeply personal for many people. It's deeply personal for the Secretary of Health and Human Services, who will share how at a young age he struggled with addiction. It's personal for a family friend, a good family with a good kid who is addicted, knows they're addicted, wants to stop their addiction, but can't stop. That story is going on all across the United States, and we don't have research or numbers or statistics on the scale of that problem. Let's not allow another wave of the opioid epidemic to catch us blindsided again. I've met some of these families. Let's be honest, there's also a lot we don't know. This may be the calm before the storm. It may be the tip of the iceberg, but let's be aggressive and proactive. Today, the FDA is announcing that we are initiating action to recommend scheduling of 7-OH as a controlled substance by the DEA. We are also releasing a report on 7OH to educate the public, including the other names it goes by. And finally, we need to educate the public, including the medical community. I've talked to many doctors who don't know what 7OH is. We need to be proactive so we don't get caught blindsided again. Thank you very much. Now I'd like to introduce DEA Assistant Administrator Tom Provoznik. Tom, if you could come up here. He leads the Diversion Control Program Office, and he's worked with HHS to uncover billions in healthcare fraud. Thank you, Tom.
Good morning, and thank you all for being here. Let me start by saying DEA's mission is to protect the public health and safety, period. That means taking action when dangerous, unregulated substances threaten American lives. DEA just received the Department of Health and Human Services formal recommendation for 7-hydroxymitragynine, and now that we have it, we'll review it expeditiously, thoroughly, and in accordance with the law. We don't play politics with science, and we don't cut corners when it comes to public safety. DEA is the agency charged with making the final scheduling decisions under the Controlled Substances Act. But we don't act alone. We rely on HHS and the FDA to conduct rigorous, science-based evaluations, including the 8-factor analysis that considers abuse potential, medical use, and public health risks. DEA will now begin the legal rulemaking process, which includes an opportunity for the public to comment before any final scheduling decision is made. That means full transparency, and all voices will be heard. DEA will do what we've always done: follow science, follow the law, and do what's right to keep our communities safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. One of the dangerous things about 7OH is how much confusion it can cause. Many 7OH products are marketed as kratom extracts or enhanced kratom, but in reality, they are the concentrated synthetic potent form that is an opioid. Our next speaker, Melody Wolf, Melody, come on up here, has experienced suffering looking for pain relief, and she's going to share a bit about her story and how the dangerous 7OH product affected her life. Thank you, Melody.
So very good to be here today. My name is Melody Wolf, and I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan. I have 3 grown children, and I'm going to be celebrating my 39th wedding anniversary on July 31st. So I'm very happy to get to do this and have my family see me doing this today. I'm also a 20-year chronic pain patient. I spent 8 of those years in bed. Our home was a pretty dismal place. My kids had fans on in their rooms at night because they needed to sleep and they couldn't hear me crying in the downstairs. They were able to go to very few activities because I was bedridden. And they had no parent to take them. My husband was working, and so I missed out on a lot of activities that they should have been at. And to be quite truthful, my marriage was headed for a divorce. But remember, I'm celebrating my 39th wedding anniversary soon. I saw many doctors at the Cleveland Clinic, the University of Michigan Rheumatology, and so many specialists. I was taking up to 11 medications at one time from one doctor, and one of them being the highest patch count for fentanyl. It didn't really help my pain. It made it easier to take because it made me sleep a lot, it made me groggy, but you know what? It also made me mean. And like I said, our house was a dismal place, and I'm just so thankful that I found a botanical called kratom. And right away, my life improved. I was out of bed, I was doing activities with my kids, and I lost a lot of weight too. Being in bed for 8 years, it affects your health very negatively. So I got my life back. I've taken tent camping trips to both eclipses, and things just turned around for my family. And in 2022, during COVID time, my daughter and son-in-law lost their childcare. I got a call. Mom, would you like to come move in with us for the year? I said yes immediately. Don't you have to ask Dad? No. So it was very, very thrilling for me to get to spend the entire year with my granddaughter. And it was Kratom only, the powdered leaf, that saved my life. And now I'm seeing something very dangerous happen. 7-OH is being sold over the counter, and it is not the plant. It's a concentrated substance that is very dangerous to consumers. 7-OH is not what helped me get out of bed and get a quality of life again that I enjoy. I check out my smoke shops, make sure that they're selling products appropriately, that there's labeling on them, that they have a no minors, and that Kratom is behind the counter locked up. I did that on Sunday. I said, where are your Kratom products? He said, oh, here they are. He handed me a 7-OH product. And I said, that's not Kratom. And he was very confused. He said, it's not, I thought it was. I said, no, it's not. I briefly explained it to him. And then when I told him that I do not take 7-OH, I never would, he said, well, I'm very glad to hear that, because many of my customers tell them that it takes them back to their heroin days. And there is the big danger. So this is what's happening. 7-OH is pulling people away from the opioid use that they've been trying to get away from. 7-OH needs to be off of the shelves. Thank you.
Thank you, Melody. Now we're going to hear from Senator Markwayne Mullin from Oklahoma, and he has been a champion in Congress on addressing the opioid epidemic. And so, Senator Mullin, great to have you here, and thanks for speaking.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. You know, we all get involved in issues for purposes of either passion or personal experiences. And with the opioid crisis or the drug epidemic we've had throughout the country, it's affected almost all of us, either directly or indirectly. For us, my wife and I, it's affected us directly. You know, unfortunately, we have family members that we love and we want to take care of. And if you've ever dealt with a family member that is struggling with drug use and you're the caregiver of that individual, they go missing for days. And you're worried about your phone ringing. You're afraid to be away from your phone. The phone rings at 2 o'clock in the morning, you pick it up because you're afraid to hear what you're worried about 24/7 is they found him dead. And typically it's, hey, I got arrested, I got in a fight, I'm in trouble, got stabbed, can you come get me? The list goes on. And I could give you horror stories of all the phone calls that my wife and I received over the last 20 years. And then when someone goes and they go to rehab and you get out, and because my Lord, we've been to every rehab center you can imagine, and I'm sure some of you guys have experienced the same thing. And they're clean, they're doing better, and they find out they can go to a gas station or a vape shop or a skate shop or a bike shop, and they can find something that's legal for them to take that gives them the same high, and they can still pass drug tests even though they're on probation. And yet it's a road to the same addiction. And you see the pattern, you see it in their face, you see it in their eyes, you see it in their words, you see it in their behavior. And you're going, oh my gosh, here we go again. And you go get them drug tests and they're passed, and you're going, what is going on? How can they pass this? What are you doing? I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything illegal. But you can read it because you've been with that loved one so long, you see it. And you're helpless. And you, once again, you know where the road is headed. And then honestly, those of our family members that we've struggled with addiction, when they actually get put in prison, it's probably the first night you actually sleep well. Because you know where they're at. You know you're not going to get that phone call. You don't like it, but you can breathe for the first time. And in our case, a person gets out after years in prison, and they find it in a drugstore again. And these individuals that are selling it know what they're doing. They know the individuals they're targeting. They know the loophole and selling it as a dietary substance. Well, they probably do lose weight, but not for the purpose that we would like them to. And now that industry has grown from nothing to over a $9 billion industry. More than even opioids that are selling on the street, which is at $5 billion a day. Because they justify it. It's legal. But it's an addiction that's ruining lives. It's an addiction that's truly killing people because it leads them down a road that sometimes they'll never recover from. And we've known this. And for the first time, we have a secretary that not only has a backbone to do something about it, but he does it because he has personal experience. He understands addiction better than probably any of us in this room. And it takes somebody like that understands the danger that this causes to stand up and push against this, I say, illegal industry, because they're using every loophole they possibly can. And once again, selling it as an energy drink or a dietary, but yet the packages look like it came off the shelf of a cereal box or a candy bar or one of their favorite Mountain Dew drinks. The list goes on. They know who they're targeting. And so, Secretary Kennedy, thank you for standing up and actually doing something about this. Because this isn't anything new. This has been around for years. But without your leadership, this would never happen. So, for my family and every single family that has dealt with this, God bless you and thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for those kind words. I'm Mark Lane. Thank you to Jim O'Neill, to Tom Brzoznik, to Marty McCary, and to Wendy as well. Thank you for that, for sharing your story. I spent 14 years a heroin addict, and I've been 43 years in recovery. And so I spent a lot of time talking about addiction and reading about it. And typically in most societies, you have about 10% of the population that suffers from addiction. But when there's availability, that can become a crisis. And you can have, for example, in Yemen, virtually 100% of the adult population is addicted to khat, because it's available on every corner. And my addiction started because of, let me say this, it was precipitated by availability. In April of 1968, 3 months before my dad died, the French Connection, the biggest heroin bust in history, heroin recovery, happened all together. They got out of one automobile 200 pounds of heroin, of pure heroin, and they ended up getting, I think, about 1,600 pounds over time. That heroin was then stolen from the evidence locker room in the Manhattan DA's office, and it was distributed on the streets of New York. And for several years, there was $2 heroin, so it was available in deuces And there were people on every corner in Harlem, every corner in Lower East Side who were selling $2 heroin. And 72nd Street in Central Park, there were over 100 dealers selling it at that time. And, I had iron willpower in other parts of my life. I gave up candy for Lent when I was 13. I never ate candy again until I was in college. I gave up desserts for Lent the following year. I never had another dessert till I was playing sports in college and trying to bulk up for sports. I felt I could do anything with my willpower, but this compulsion was absolutely impervious to my will. And part of the problem was just the availability. It was too easy to get this drug for me. And if you look at the waves of addiction that Marty talked about throughout history, they're all precipitated by availability. Morphine was invented in 1803. And during the 1880s and 1890s, there was an addiction crisis in this country. One, because of the availability of opium that was coming in through immigrant supply chains. And the other was there was a lot of Civil War veterans who had become addicted, and it was widely available. Cocaine was available in medicinal drinks and in popular drinks like Coca-Cola. And Congress, in response to that crisis, made heroin and cocaine illegal in 1914. And we had a break from it for many, many years. And then the drug culture began in the 1960s, where it was psychedelics, et cetera. But the real addiction crisis began after 1969, when that heroin became available. And you got a whole generation that was hooked on that. And then in 1970, Congress again acted to criminalize heroin possession. And we got a little bit of freedom until the 1980s, when there was the drug cartels in Mexico and elsewhere developed supply lanes through the Bahamas and Mexico that the DEA was not ready for at that time. There were huge surpluses of cocaine in our country, and the drug dealers figured out a way to market it very cheaply through a new form of cocaine called crack. And throughout the 80s and 90s, we had the crack crisis in our country because of the availability. And then in 2000, we had the oxycodone crisis because suddenly opiate pills were available, partly because of the agency capture at FDA that Marty is now dismantling. And with that, FDA's action abetted that crisis. And so when we have that availability, it turns into a national crisis. And we're still losing 80,000 kids a year. 3 years ago, we lost 106,000 kids to addiction. That's double the number of children that died, of American kids who died during the 20-year Vietnam War. It's 2 Vietnam Wars worth of casualties a year from this crisis. And as Mark Wayne said, all of us are touched. President Trump is touched. His family also suffered from addiction. My family, I lost a brother to this disease. I lost a niece during COVID, a niece who I raised in my house, who was like a daughter to me. I lost another niece to injuries, who's now a quadriplegic because of this disease. But all of our families are touched, every American family. The financial cost to our country is in the trillions. And what we're determined to do is to avert a 4th wave of addiction. I became an addict because it was so available, but I still had to go to Harlem, or I had to go to the South Bronx, or I had to go to the Lower East Side. And now you can go to any gas station. And the people who are marketing these drugs, we were met with Pam Bondi yesterday, talking about this issue, and with these people from the DEA, and they showed us maps of the places where the vape shops and the smoke shops where this stuff is being sold. And they're around military reservations in our country. And there's, the DEA has done measurements of urine in our troops, and they're skyrocket. The more it's directly correlated to the number of vape shops in their area. They're putting them around schools. They're putting them in our poorest neighborhoods. And now they're putting them in every gas station. And they're marketed for children. They're gummy bears. They're bright colors. They're candy flavored. This is really a sinister, sinister industry. As Marty pointed out, our agencies have been asleep at the wheel for all of these other crises. And now we're going to wake up and we're going to stop this before it starts. So I want to thank all of these ladies and gentlemen for their commitment to making sure that this does not happen again in our country and averting the fourth wave of addiction. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Secretary Kennedy. We're now going to take questions from the press. If you can please keep your questions to the reason we're here today, and also give your first name, last name, and outlet. We have a microphone for you.
David Lim with Politico. Thanks for taking my question. In 2018, former FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb said FDA scientists conducted an analysis suggesting that kratom compounds had opioid-like properties. And he said that there is, quote, no evidence to indicate kratom is safe or effective for any medical use. I know the FDA's warning letters and the actions today are concentrated on concentrated 7-OH products, but does the government today believe kratom itself is safe to consume? And then secondly, the DEA previously attempted to temporarily schedule 7-OH in 2016 before backing off after receiving public blowback. Is the Trump administration prepared to finalize the scheduling process, even if it receives similar concern now?
So, first of all, we're not prepared to say anything is 100% safe, especially when it has psychoactive properties. But what we are saying is that our focus is on synthetic concentrated kratom. And you point out a good point, and that is that if we talk about all 7-OH, then we're not distinguishing to the public the risk stratification of the synthetic concentrated from the trace amounts of 7-OH that naturally appear in the kratom leaf and have for centuries and have been used in teas and other things. So our scheduling recommendation will delineate trace amounts from synthetic concentrated amounts. Great question. Thank you.
Hi, Lizzie Lawrence, reporter with STAT. I'm curious how many, if there are any known cases there are of 7-OH being recorded as the sole cause of a fatal overdose.
We have terrible statistics because if somebody comes in with 7-OH overdose, I'm not even sure a doctor would know to ask about 7-OH. Very few doctors I've spoken with know what's in these vape stores or know what 7-OH is. I've had to explain it to the dozen or so doctors I've talked to. So I think we're just starting to understand. It's very, very reminiscent of when we prescribed opioids to patients who didn't need them after minor surgical procedures, or too many opioids for those who did need an opioid. And we would notice some people were coming back for refills at a very high rate, but we hadn't put the two together because we hadn't recognized the addictive nature. So we need better statistics. There's a commitment from NIH to do some research to try to understand this, but this is not something where, after 50,000 Americans have died from it, we want to start that process. Thank you, Lizzie.
Hi, Sarah Overmall, CNN. To David's question, what kind of regulation and guidance or scientific evaluation could we see in the future about natural kratom?
Look, I think there have been physicians who have had concerns about some claims around natural kratom. We have to prioritize what we work on. So we are going after the killer first, which is the synthetic concentrated kratom, and then we can look into that other question. But we think it's night and day in terms of the public health risk. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. I'm Scott with CBS. You mentioned the doctors need to become more familiar with the danger here, and you've issued a letter, I think, today to doctors. But what, in fact, changes today? I'm sorry, are you issuing a new regulation? Are you going to do the scheduling? What actual change is HHS affecting today?
Yeah, so great question. Thank you for that. So a couple things. One, we're issuing a report, an FDA report on 7OH, explaining it. We are putting that out there. We are, and we'd love for you to let Americans know about that report so they can learn. It has both a deep science component and a section for lay people so they can understand the issue. We think every school board should be talking about this. We are, number two, issuing a letter today to the DEA to recommend scheduling above a concentration threshold as a controlled substance. Number three, we are sending a Dear Doctor letter to every physician in the United States warning them about this. And we're going to continue to try to educate the public. So a couple very definitive actions today. And of course, we announced a couple weeks ago that we have let distributors to the retail stores know that we have serious safety concerns and specified those concerns. Yeah.
Hi, Margaret Manto with Notice. You said that you're thinking about this in terms of concentration, where it's like trace amounts of 7-OH and kratom versus, the much more concentrated product. Is this a framework that you think the FDA could use for other dietary supplements?
I think it's a good idea. Thank you for suggesting it. We do something called an 8-factor analysis. So our scientific team and the scientific team at the DEA independently try to evaluate, is there a threshold? And they look at animal studies and a whole bunch of other criteria to look at dependence and addictive thresholds. So we have a threshold that is calculated in 2 different mathematical ways to try to distinguish what we're talking about with concentrated kratom from the trace amounts that appear in the kratom leaf. Thank you.
Thank you, Katrin Asaf, Gray Media. I know you said this process is just beginning, but of course that takes time. So in the meantime, can you tell us how quickly can we see these products removed from shelves or at least made harder to obtain? And then what message do you want to give to Americans who are seeing this and saying, oh, I thought it was totally safe and maybe still today can actually go and get it?
So effective immediately, the letters are out to the distributors, and we've actually gotten some positive feedback from some of those distributors. So we're sounding the alarm with the distributors of the synthetic concentrated kratom. We also want to create a national conversation where parents talk to their children. Kids are sometimes using these substances and the parents don't know, and sometimes the kids are using it and they don't actually know what's in these substances. So this is a time, as with other new addictive substances that enter the United States, for us to have these conversations. And I hope school boards, places of worship, all talk about the illegal substances in these vape and smoke shops and gas stations. Thank you.
Hi, Liz White with the Wall Street Journal. Also very present in smoke shops and vape shops are high-potency cannabis products and synthetic cannabis products such as Delta-9, Delta-8, THCA, high THC products. And these have been linked in the medical literature already to psychosis. Is there a reason that this kind of well-established smoke shop problem is not something you're going after?
So I personally, in my writings as a physician, in my statements, and also the Department of Health and Human Services, have expressed serious concerns about people using these cannabis products. We don't want kids to use them. Cannabis use disorder is a real thing, and as you appropriately mentioned, there are now studies linking it to psychosis and even cardiovascular problems. So that is an entirely separate public health campaign, and it's an important issue. Thank you.
Thank you. Amanda Seitz with the Associated Press. I was wondering if you could say what class you're recommending that it be scheduled and how quickly you're expecting the DEA to act.
Class 1, it is an opioid by definition. It will be ultimately up to the DEA to decide. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So how about that? Let's go.
Fuck yeah.
I literally just emailed.
Bunch of idiots.
Emailed our town.
Fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I'm about to hit up the town too. Both the towns, one I deliver in and the one I live in.
I'm fired up.
Fuck yeah.
What are you
I
sending
can't, I
them?
can't do anything
Like, let's
because it's banned
go.
in Georgia already.
I really
It's
wish
already
we were,
illegal here.
I really wish we got
That's what-
a better answer onto a timeline for when something's actually.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah,
How
me
long is
too.
this shit gonna take? How many more people are gonna have to get sick before they actually do it?
Yeah. They bullshit around so much with their answers,
Fuck
though,
yeah,
like
they
especially
do.
about powder kratom. I'm like, hello, like, where do you think this shit comes from?
Right? I know.
Being pushed by the AKA, and that's why they're like, they were dancing, like skirting around like leaf
Yeah.
producers.
We should ban lobbyists. It's fucked.
I think it's going to open up the conversation for the
Yeah,
general
definitely.
kratom.
Well, that's how they popped it off. Is they had somebody come up talking about how kratom saved their life and everything, and how it made everything better. They started the whole thing with that.
I know. I was
And
like,
that's-
hold on a second.
Yeah, I was
And
like, where are we
Kinda
going?
curious about that shit too. Like what?
Yeah,
I
and
was
she
rooting
didn't have
for
any
it, too.
experience with the 70H, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
I was rooting for it because I thought it was going to be somebody. Because I suffer from chronic pain now because of the accident I was in, and I was like, oh, this is somebody that was sold to him as a pain replacement. But no, she got up there and started promoting fucking kratom.
Yep.
I was like,
Yep.
well, shit, man.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
That irritated the shit out of me because I'm like, are you
Yeah,
serious?
but
Like,
that doesn't look good for kratom, though. It doesn't. It's
True.
like, take my 708, but don't
It
take my
doesn't.
kratom.
Well, and she was comparing kratom powder to fentanyl. So what does that tell
Exactly.
me?
Every
Yeah.
time these
They're on
kratom
the same-
advocates speak, let them speak because they almost always make themselves look bad. I'm telling you.
digging
Yeah.
themselves in a hole. Yeah.
That's fine. I just
Yeah,
educated
I'm so
just
glad
wait
I
8
have you
years.
guys.
I'm
No,
wondering
like I
what
said, this only
schedule they're
puts
going to move
kratom
it
under.
to.
One of them came to my
It brings
city
like
and had
kratom.
the balls to sit there and say, I'm fighting for the, she wasn't even from our city. She was from 2 cities over. But since I spoke, she decided to come rebuke me. And fucking, she was literally talking about how I'm not from your city, but many of your residents buy my products. I'm talking about teachers, police officers. Yeah. Like, okay, keep talking, you dumb bitch.
Right? So how everybody's fucking on it. Yeah, that's great.
I don't want my teachers
And not
and
to
fucking police
mention,
officers
she
on
could
kratom.
not
Hold on,
articulate.
dude, Joe. I was one
No
of them.
offense, Mike.
I just
No,
hope they
but
don't ask me to
listen.
speak at a board meeting because then that'll be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
That's
thought
what I
about that.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for
Be the
posting that
awareness,
video,
bro.
guys. I'm hopping
Yeah.
out. See ya.
Bye. Who was
Be
that?
the awareness, bro. You have to be. That was Stuart.
Oh, Stuart. Oh.
Yeah, that was wild, man. I wonder what schedule they're going to make it.
One.
He
I
said
thought it was
one.
just schedule
Yeah.
one.
Oh, you said
Schedule
one. I
one.
missed that part. That's right up
So
there with
some of you
heroin.
guys, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say it. Some of you guys do not give women an opportunity to talk. I'm just saying. You guys, a
don't?
lot of you guys talk way over us a lot. I'm just gonna put it out. My bad.
Desmond, you cut me off all the time.
Well, I mean, I have to. I literally have to come in like a bulldog and be like, yeah, 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 yeah.
So do I.
and then I have to keep going, and I don't like that. I don't like that. But
I
I'm
hate
just
it too.
saying, I'm triggered.
We should
I'm
come up with
fucking
a system.
pissed. Hey, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start raising hands in the fucking after party soon.
Yeah, they're getting
Wow.
big now. There's a lag on here, so it makes it really hard. A lot of the time, we're not trying to interrupt each other, but there's like a 2-second lag. So.
Oh
yeah.
That's true.
We're still used to it being like 3 people talking, but it's
I
like
brought
10.
this up this morning. I said that we should do this sharing the hand thing.
Bye,
No
Elizabeth.
one talks.
Who's hosting the noon meeting? I wonder if they watch this.
It's gonna be a good meeting, I have a feeling.
I'm fired the fuck
I
up.
was thinking if we
feel
could
good.
make a topic out of what we all watched or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I definitely think that would be a great idea. Or like how everyone's feeling about it and
Yeah. I can tell you personally, I'm feeling really good, but I know
Feel
in
very
the back
hopeful.
of my brain there's some
Yeah.
some fight or
And-
flight. Let's go grab something
Yeah.
before it gets
Yeah.
off the shelf. Just
I
being
worried
honest.
I feel
about
that
people
too.
rushing to the stores or something.
Dude, all those people in the chat were like, "You guys need to stock up.
Oh,
now.
Dean?
Everybody needs to stock up."
Y'all gotta be
idiots.
nice and be self-aware and read the room, because we have people in this very fucking chat in this meeting in this room right now that are having those struggles. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is a very natural. It makes sense,
That's why I brought it up. I'm feeling it right now myself.
right? I get it.
100%. I'm being honest.
But
It
think
made me
about it
crave
like this. Think about it
I'm
like
sorry.
this. If I don't fucking stock up and I don't get it, then I'm fucking, I have no access to it.
The nightmare can be
Well, what
over
you
right
said,
now,
Desma,
dude.
what you said earlier, like there's a lot of people that are going to be coming to these rooms, and we're going to need more hosts too. So like everything's hard until it's not about you, and then the hard
Yeah.
shit doesn't matter because you're like, oh fuck, okay, no, I have to do this not for me, but for like all the people that are about to pull up here, you know.
Yes, we need you guys. That's what I've been trying to tell you. We fucking need you. We need all the soldiers we can get, because it's about to get hard in here. I've been saying that we will have a small rush in the summer and a bigger rush in the fall. You guys are experiencing the small rush right now. And then this fall, right before it's time for everybody to get their shit together for the holidays, make their New Year's resolutions and all, we're going to have another big rush, but it's going to be compounded when they take the 70H off the shelves. It's going to make that normal fall rush even bigger.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys are all here and everyone sticks around and chats and everything, because I know I'd be fucking jonesing right now. So it's just great to be able to be with like-minded people.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I was a little discouraged when that one lady talked and was like, Kratom saved my life. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
I haven't even tried 7.0 and Kratom
Thank
fucked my life
God.
up.
I mean, didn't she just stand up there and also say Kratom led her to 70H? So
No, she had
No,
no
she never took
experience.
70H.
Yeah.
but wasn't she in a Kratom store?
Yeah, she did get presented with 708 trying
Yeah,
to buy
she was
Kratom.
presented with it.
Yeah, but
Right.
that was it.
It's a gateway drug.
It's
should've
a
had
fucking
more
gateway
buttons.
drug. Exactly. How
Absolutely.
many people used powder and then started using extracts and then started using 708? It's fucking
Yeah.
Yep.
Kratom kills. Powder fucking kills. Powder.
Yes,
I
it
only took
does.
powder and I almost died.
You should send them the videos of you having a seizure, Desma.
I do have it on my.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, I have it on home camera, and then I ended up in an ambulance. It was really fucking
Fuck,
terrifying.
man.
The
I
one that
saw
caught me
myself
just-
like standing in one place, just staring off, and I was like talking to the cabinets, and I have no memory of it. And then I turn around, and my son is playing a video, and I like look at him, and I'm like, I remember that, and I don't have any I have no memory of any of this. And then you see me
Wow.
just kind of walk down the hall, and then collapse, and then the ambulance.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it happened 3 times. The very first time I was sitting on my bed with my laptop in my arm, and then all of a sudden I was on the floor, and I had my arm down in front of me like I was face down, and I was trying to push myself up, and my arm was shaking and I couldn't get up. And I just remember thinking, am I dead? Is this what it feels like to be dead?
Wow.
My nose, my eye, I had a black eye. My head was busted because I hit the dresser on the way down. So it really fucked me up bad. And this was all from powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Decima, the story that got me was when your son, I believe, the police officer came, and that got me choked up.
Yeah, that was my final straw. Seeing him, he was a rookie at the time, and he was one of the first responding officers. And then going back later, oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Sorry to bring that
Seeing
up.
him on my front porch with his sergeant, with his arm around him, comforting him because he's crying. It's just really humiliating, you know? And I didn't want to fucking be remembered that way. And I didn't want my son to be humiliated by me. And that was it. Like, I had to fucking do it. I had to do it because I did not want to be. I know with no doubt that if I died, the only thing in my fucking system at that time was kratom and marijuana. And I know my family, they would have wanted a toxicology report because they know Decima, they know her history, and that's what I would have been a kratom death. Would have been a kratom death, period. But I didn't want to go out like that. I'd rather be kratom like after kratom life. I want to be like represent that. Like it can be beat and we can continue to live.
And you're doing it.
You're
doing
awesome,
it, Decima. I mean, look what you made. Look at all the people you brought together. You know what I mean? Like
it was
it's a
just
miracle.
divine. It really, I can't explain it other than higher power and divinity. So I'm just really glad to be here.
Well, anyway, fuck kratom. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, fuck kratom.
I had to educate my barber. I was almost going to have him put it on the TV. They had a Fox block, but then I'm like, maybe that's not a good idea. So I just listened, and he had no idea, of course. He's like, I'm going to look in that gas station when I go in there and see. He doesn't use it. He hates opioids. But
Man, yeah, that whole thing had me crying so many times. Like, God.
I feel like I missed a lot. My dad's rewatching it I told him, but I guess I could go back and like rewatch it again.
Yeah, I sent it to my mom too.
I just feel like people maybe will now understand and stop thinking it's like,
yeah,
sorry, lack of a better word, like pussy shit, or oh, you didn't do the hard shit, or
right,
blah blah blah. Like
you have no idea.
Explaining myself. I'm sick of explaining myself. Like, not that everybody, but just like.
No, I totally get that. Every time because I'm very open about my addiction to kratom, and every time I tell someone about it, they're like, "What's kratom?" And I'm like, I just tell people just look it up. Like I'm tired of explaining it.
It's even when I was using, I didn't really even want to like get into it. I just was like, it's like a coffee, so just some.
Yeah,
I always said
100%. That's what I would say too. It gives me energy, you know. Or I always used to say it's a plant-based, safe alternative to pain medication.
Well, the blue bottle actually says like something about plants on it. 7OH did not say anything that I saw. Well, EDP, I guess, electro, whatever the fuck it meant.
Yeah.
Demon plant. I don't know. We'll call it electric demon plant. So,
pretty much.
Yeah. I was looking at a box of hydroxys the other day and it says herbal alkaloid on it. It's like, that's so fucking deceiving, dude.
Yeah, totally.
That's so fucking deceiving. And I don't know. I was going to chime in on the 7OH stuff because I don't know how it is in the rest of the country, but up here, 90% of everybody works in the oil and gas industry. We're all drug tested. So kratom's been huge since it's kicked off in the market. And that's all people use. I'm in the North Dakota oil fields.
Oh, okay.
And so when 7OH came out, I mean, it's crazy. I'm on like social media every morning and there's guys at 5 a.m. that have to go out to like drilling rigs and shit. And they're like, does anybody got any tabs before I go out? I'm out. And like, dude, it's crazy. God. It's fucking crazy up here. Like everybody knows what kratom and 7OH is here. It's not because nobody can use heroin. Nobody can use meth. Nobody can use anything. They don't test for MIT or 7 or anything. So
Yeah.
like these guys either drink themselves to death or they're stuck on fucking 7-OH.
I don't know who said it, but they were like, they know what they're doing, like the people that are selling it. And
Yeah.
$9 billion, and it's more than like the opioids.
I know, that's insane.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's crazy.
'Cause
That
it's
says
so
a lot
easy.
right there.
They're That's what you got to tell yourself. Add it to the tape to play forward. They're tricking me. They're trying to get me on this stuff. I'm stronger than them.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's
Like it's us against them now, guys. We gotta be like warriors.
Although
Band together.
I thought it was kind of weird when they said that all the companies they've reached out to have been pretty responsive, like a positive response. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, right.
That's a fucking lie.
They were able to reach them on their yachts.
Well, they've sent letters so far to everybody warning them to distribute 7-OH, like all the gas stations and companies.
Oh shit! Really?
It's not hard. I told you, like the Sunoco were by me just took all the feel free out of there. Gone on their own. Right? We don't want to be a part of it anymore. Done.
I'm about to stop at every gas station on the way home today.
I can't.
Get the fuck
I
out.
can't stop at the gas station I used to get it from right now. No.
I'll just
Eventually I will.
Yeah, I can't.
Maybe with my husband.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, definitely. Here right now.
Texas isn't doing shit about it. Like, it is nothing. They are not enforcing anything.
Texas is its own little country.
Yes.
I hate it here. I hate it here so much.
Crystal, come move to Chicago. Come on.
I used to live in
Let's free-
Michigan. I'm from Detroit.
You are? Wait, did you
Yeah,
tell
I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I've been down here since I was 13. I'm 33 now.
Oh, well,
Shar, what part of
move back.
Chicago are you from?
Homewood.
I grew up in Wheaton.
Where?
Wheaton?
Wheaton?
Like Naperville area.
Oh, okay, yeah. Who is
Hey,
that
guys,
talking
what
right
was
now?
what was the consensus of the meeting, the FDA thingy? What's the gist? What did you all get out of it?
DEA is setting it as a class 1 schedule illegal substance, just like an opioid, because they have regulated it as an opioid. Now, is it going to come off the shelves immediately? No, the DEA has to do its processing. But they already sent letters to distributors like gas stations, vape
So-
shops, blah, 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 blah. And
It is scheduled, or it's going to be scheduled.
The DEA has to make the final decision. It's been
Mhm.
presented to the DEA. The DEA announced that they will
Okay.
now look it over and get back with us. So see ya next week, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Well, it's stronger than heroin, so there's no way it doesn't get put in the same class as heroin.
I mean, they all pretty much said that
They did this like
It's
5
gone.
years ago with the powder, and it didn't go through. But this is a lot.
this is going to go through.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's going through.
Yeah, I would think so.
They're
Okay.
basically calling it an opioid.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Percocet got on
That press conference was just to let everybody know we're banning it. It's coming.
Sounds good.
Well, they did call
I'm
it
new
an
to all
opioid.
of this. What is class 1? Like, what is all of that?
Heroin.
The class,
Yeah.
so classes are scheduled like class 1, 2, 3, or whatever. But normally it's like one will be like substances that are prescribed but abused. I don't know exactly how.
Google it.
I'd have to look it up, but yeah. So
It
they
goes
just
by
put those
medicinal value.
right. So usually it's like one
Schedule 1 has no medicinal value at all, which marijuana and heroin are currently scheduled. The only schedule, and fentanyl. Actually, I believe fentanyl is a schedule 2, if I'm not mistaken, because it does technically have medicinal value. But heroin and marijuana are schedule 1s right now. It goes by medicinal value from 2 to 3 to 4. Like hydrocodone is a schedule 3, I believe, for example.
Really?
Yes.
What they're saying, weed is worse than
Marijuana is federally is a schedule 1 still.
Yeah,
Well, that's
thought
what
it
we're
did
all
have
looking
medicinal
for,
value.
so
In the eyes of the federal government, it
Whatever.
has some medicinal value.
That's a century old fucking smear campaign. That's
Yeah,
the general
yeah,
gist
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
probably be gone, but they'll still be kratom with a lot of warning signs.
in Georgia, what they started to do now on the extract shots, they have to put warning labels on all the extract shots.
Yeah.
And 7-8 is
Towards
completely.
the end of my last run, they also started writing its habit forming finally.
In
So
Connecticut.
Schedule 1 is high potential for abuse with no accepted medical use. Schedule 2 is going to be the high potential for abuse but has medical use, like things like oxycodone, methamphetamine, not methamphetamine, sorry, amphetamine, Adderall, et cetera. Schedule 1 is going to be things like heroin, MDMA, psilocybin. Schedule 3 is moderate to low potential with things like ketamine, Tylenol, codeine. They also have accepted medical use. So low potential for abuse and dependence, but accepted medical use. Schedule 4.
I think the main difference with Schedule 1 is there's no medical
and
use.
low risk for dependency. Schedule 5 is lowest potential for abuse and widely accepted medical use. So things like, you want to know which ones are in Schedule 4, which are low potential for abuse and low risk of dependence?
Oh, yes.
Xanax, Valium, Tramadol,
What?
Ambien. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just showing on these examples I'm looking at anyway.
Oh my God. I was so addicted to lorazepam. I mean, like fucking awful. Awful. That's crazy.
Benzo withdrawal will fucking kill you too.
Oh man, it was brutal.
Yeah, I've been through that before. That's a massive. That's the old being chased by a bear for like 90 fucking days before.
Oh man, it was a long one. Yeah.
I hear they're scheduling cold plunges.
What irritates me is marijuana being in Schedule 1. That's what I don't agree with at all.
Well, it was like the Delta 9 and all that they were saying. I was like, well, wait a
It's
minute.
my weed.
If the regular stuff's close to getting legal, what are they doing with the Delta 9? Is that different for psychosis than regular stuff? I don't know.
I fact checked, and Xanax is definitely a Schedule 4, and so is Tramadol. That's crazy to me. Low abuse and dependency potential.
Well, at least they're on the ball. That's fucking national, that's global news almost. So I would say next year it'll be way gone, probably way sooner than that. Unless there's somebody that can fuck the DEA with some cash, or I'm sure there'll be a lot of scrambling to see what happens. But
I really hope that the GHB dude joins the meetings. He said that he was struggling like a motherfucker in the YouTube chat, trying to get off of 7OH.
Who?
There was this guy in the chat that was chatting with me on the YouTube channel where I was streaming it, saying how he was struggling so hard to come off of 7OH, and I dropped the meeting link to him. Not the meeting link, but the website link to him.
You should have told him to come in right
Marty
now.
was in the YouTube chat. Did you see that?
James was fucking going in. Marty was in there too.
Yeah.
Marty was in here for a minute.
Was he? Why did he?
Yes.
What's going on? Like, I
He
guess. never
texted
mind.
me. He came in for
Don't
support,
worry
he said.
about it. It'll all
Well,
work.
let's not talk about somebody that's not here, you guys. But he was here for a moment.
Well, we ain't talking negative.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I just didn't want it to go that way.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Principles
I had to step
before
away for a minute, too.
personalities.
I always thought about that. Like, I'm going to come back in and be like, this fucking guy.
Fucking Mike, man.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
Mike. Get Mike out of here. That fucker. I don't like him.
Like, remember that Mel Gibson movie where he could, like, read, I think it was him, read everybody's mind, what they were thinking? I'm like, I would
What
never.
women want?
Yeah, I guess it was that. Like, I don't want to know. Like, I like to announce myself when I walk into a teacher's room because they talk behind everyone's back. So I want to make noise, like, so that I know they're not talking about me.
You know what I mean? I'm the mouse. I'll sit in the background and listen and use it. Like, you talking shit about me?
Hey, I had a question for you guys. How do you correctly invite somebody to the group? I got a guy that's trying to get off of 7OH right now. I met on Reddit.
Tell him to come in.
Send them the signal.
Just send them the link.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering if that's how you did it or not. I was going to get him on today. He was interested, so.
Yeah,
You
definitely,
don't
bro.
even
Get him
ask
in.
to do anything, you know, like just send them the link to Kratom
Yeah.
Quitters, Next to None,
Gotcha. I'm a fucking idiot when it comes to technology, so I just thought I'd ask.
oh, let's see.
Easy way, at just kratomquitters.com and then see if you could figure it out from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or just send him the link to the actual meeting. So
Yeah, that's a
'cause if
good
he's
thing.
going
Yeah,
through
go to,
it, you
yeah,
know.
let them look around Kratom.
Yeah, I
Quitters.
just sent him the link to the meeting and the kratomquitters.com, so
There
he'll
you
figure it
Hell
out.
yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Good shit.
You know, it's crazy. I've never been to the kratomquitters.com website. I've only ever used the Nexodon.
I don't
Oh
know.
man,
Yeah,
there's a
I've been
lot
on the
of stuff
website, but I
on
don't
there.
know.
I always go through the site. I didn't know how else to get there.
I listened about almost everybody's story, and it's like, wow. I mean, you know, you can just download, you know, come on, man, a lot of stuff quickly into your brain that gets you straight to the point of, oh fuck, whatever decision I thought I was working on is now pretty much written in fucking stone.
Yeah, it built up Decimate. I've heard doing
So hot.
Her, Hillary, the rest of they all like built that thing up.
It's hard to deny personal stories, man. If you have any question in your mind and you go and listen to these personal stories, you're going to be, somebody's going to resonate, and you're going to go, okay. My first story I listened to was Eric, and he was the first guy I saw. He was hosting a meeting, and I thought, wow, okay, so here's a fairly older individual that looks like you got an issue with this too. I mean, you know, if I came in, it was 18-year-old kid with, you know, hey man, I might think differently, but
No, Eric's great. He was there in the beginning for me too.
yeah, I mean, you're looking for somebody to relate with, right? And there's just so many stories there that,
Yeah,
man,
like my thank you list is gonna be like,
yeah, right,
Jesus Christ.
pretty
Does
big.
that Noel guy ever come in these meetings?
I know who you're talking about from the men's chat.
He was when I first started coming in.
There's a different Noel, so I don't even know.
That's the one that's in the
I know. I think there's multiple.
You're talking about the mailman, Robbie.
Oh, is he a mailman?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
the one from Denver.
Yeah, I think, yeah, he's a mailman. Yeah,
Poor guy.
yeah. Somebody to relate to, Robbie, for, you know, you could say, hey,
Let's see if he worked through it or not when he was
Yeah,
quitting.
he's got some good time, I think.
hot out there today, Robbie, isn't it?
Oh god, yeah, it's brutal today. I'm already drenched. Not even halfway through.
Yeah, you got the
And somebody
humidity
called
too.
off, so after I'm done with this route, I gotta go fucking do a pivot.
Wow.
They probably called out because it was too hot.
Yeah, no, they did exactly. She
And
called
then
off
your
'cause it
ass
was
is
too
gonna
hot.